Yeah, as I would have it, I won't have this space on my phone. I'm gonna have to have a real. I'm just gonna put the hot heated bed back on, because if the bed cools down, these things are just gonna pop off the bed. So I'll put the heat back on now. From what I can see, I'm gonna have to put this upside down so I can film it easier. The caliper's upside down right now. Right. I measured this circle is actually, I'll turn it around, 47.19 across from on the right hand side, from right to left, and on this side it's actually a bit bigger because I can move it. Let's just adjust this a bit. On the left hand side it's let's do this. I'll be very gentle with this actually, otherwise it's gonna right. On the left side it's 47.56. So these circles are actually wider, actually by a fraction, on the left hand side than they are on the right hand side as well, which I didn't notice before, but yeah. Now if I can do this without burning myself, I can't really get to that square. I'm just going to try and, because the hot end, I need to move that. Oh, it's not hot. Right, I'll move that out of the way. Right, I'll have to get this upside down again. Now, the x-axis, this is the x-axis. It's actually smaller, just a minute. I'll have to adjust my calipers again. Right, the width of the circle on the far bottom is 47.28. Right, hang on. Swapping hands. That circle is a bit under. So a little bit under, so actually it's a bit bigger, sorry. Let's see. Right, it's 47.36 tall. That's from back to front. On the left. Now let's do the big square, because this is what the main thing is. It covers the whole bed, most of the bed actually. The big square does, and I want to get that measurement in before the flipping things pop off or something. Right, I've got to get my calipers maxed out here. Sorry, this is a bit tricky to do. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Should be about. Hang on. This bar that's sticking out of the other than my calipers, it's touching this frigging table. Hang on a minute. Move the damn table out of the way. Now I hope I've got enough disk space on here to do this, because the flipping thing has been awkward with me right now. Right. Oops. Right, inside measurement. Damn it, that's why I haven't got it on. I can't open it while I'm inside the square, because I'll pop it off. So I'm going to. It happened to me last time. I was trying to measure it. I opened the calipers inside the square and it popped it off. Right, I've got it in just right, and the square, the width on there, and let's check the bottom. It's actually, it's just a tad. It's a fraction wider on the bottom. Right. That we're taking the x-axis at the moment. And the top is actually narrower as well. Right, so the top is a bit narrower as well. at the top of the square on the x-axis, it's a fraction narrower. Let's just see if I can. So I'll tell you what the measurement for the bottom is. I haven't got this in properly yet. Oh, come on! I'm at the max range of my calipers, you see. I moved it then. Let's see if I can just. I'll have to just gently try and pull this a bit. Without, right, I think I've pulled the bar and it's easier. Right, 148.14 on the inside measurement of the square at the bottom. Oh, actually, it's the same at the top. Right on the X. So the X is okay. Right, so it's actually measuring the same, 148.13 at the top and the bottom on X. So that's alright. Now, it's the Y that's the problem. Now, the Y is actually slightly smaller on the right-hand side of the bed. Let me just see if I can do what I did before by pulling this bar without actually popping my square off. Right, if I just gently pull on the bar until I fill that space. Right, the right side on Y is 147.10, and the left side on Y is, you can see there's a big gap there, look, miles bigger. Now let's just fill this gap. Oh. It's easy if I just pull this little bar on the back of the caliper. Right. Is 148.96. So this square on the left side is actually bigger than it is on the right. Now, what the heck caused that? Because you see, if this bed, right, if this whole bed was twisted, say, this way or that way, right, the distances between the top and the bottom should still be the same, right? So adjusting the bed perpendicular would not change measurements between that point and that point. What it would do is change the squareness between each corner, that corner and this corner, and that corner and this corner. So by twisting the bed, so that's got nothing to do with it. So why on earth is my square taller on the left side than it is on the right side? Now let me just try and do the it's pointless doing these circles actually, because it's the square that's the main thing really, because the circles themselves are a bit off anyway. Right, and let me just see if I can, I don't want to fry my calipers. I've got to be careful. I'm already pushing that filament off bed. Right, 147.74 on X at the top. I might have moved the filament off the bed a bit there though, because I think I pushed on it. But I think I did. Oh, it's coming off now. It's starting to move. Look, the filament's moving off the bed. So I think I've got the measurements anyway. And that's why I wanted to record it. The center is. Oh, the center is a little bit bigger than that. So, alright. To just fill that gap a bit. The center of the square is 148.04. I think I'm going to move these a bit. I'm trying to keep right in the corner, and the bottom is the same, 148.04. So the x-axis, let's get right in this corner. 148. probably 05 actually. Let me just try getting this on here again. Yeah, it's 148.05 on the x-axis right at the top. So that's near enough. It's nothing to worry about. It's the y that's the problem. We have definitely got more height on the y. Anyway, sorry about the video interruption earlier, but my memory ran out. Okay, so how the hell do I solve this problem? I have no idea what to do with this. It must be a firmware thing or something, I don't know.